Hey guys. So this is what quarantine does to you. You start growing a beard and you look a lot older. At least I think I look older. So we're in the final stretch here. We've got 2 weeks left in the school year here. I've got some good news for you. There's not a lot left really for us to do. What you're going to see is a new little quest line that will pop up, but it's only one assignment. It's just one assignment, and it is the final exam. So what the final exam will do is it will test you or assess you on all of the things that we've covered throughout the year, from the fall of Rome all the way up to the age of exploration. Now you're probably thinking, oh my God, how am I supposed to know all this? How am I supposed to, what am I supposed to study? All that stuff. Well, if we actually had a class right now, inside of the school building and everything was normal, we would be doing a week-long, probably a week and a half long review session, hitting all the fine points and the important points of every unit, refreshing our memories about some of these things before we actually took the exam. But, of course, the coronavirus has made a lot of things difficult. So because of that, when you take the exam, you'll notice that there were total of 50 questions on the exam. For every 2 questions you get correct, that will be 1 point of extra credit added to whatever grade you have. So let's say I get 100% on this test, then I will get a whopping 25 points of extra credit added to whatever grade that I have in the class for 4th quarter. So let's say I do terrible. I get a 5, right? A 5 out of 50. Awful grade, by the way. That's an awful grade. Hopefully you do a lot better than that. But let's say you only get 5 questions right out of all 50 questions. And then you're only going to be getting 2 points of extra credit, because inside the 5 points, there are a total of 4, right? It's 4. And I said for every 2 questions you get correct, you get 2 points. So 4, that means you get 2 points. It's a quarantine and no one hardly is at school, and yet somehow I still get a phone call. Go figures, right? Okay, so anyway, guys, again, that is all you have to do is the final exam. Take your time with that. There are no retakes. So take your time, do well on it, and for every 2 questions you get right on the final exam, it will count as 2 points extra credit. Now, let's say you finish the final exam in a day, and you're going, but Mr. Fuller, I still have a week and a half left of school. What do I do? Well, what you do is what you haven't done. Meaning, if you are missing some work, now would be a great time to actually get that work done. If you're not missing any work, then congratulations, social studies is done and over with for you. That's how that works. And that sounds great, right? I think it sounds fantastic. So if I was a go-getter and I have all my work done, all of it turned in, I'm done. I can wipe my hands clean there with social studies and just focus on some of the other content areas. But if I'm missing 8, 10, 12 assignments, because there's some of you that are missing that many, then now's a great time to spend the remaining week and a half to actually getting some of that stuff done. And I will be making phone calls to the families of those students, reminding the students as well as the parents that, hey, your child's missing a crap ton of assignments, 10, 12 assignments or whatever it may be. You need to get this work done. You need to get it turned in, because if you don't remember, repeated or multiple zeros will over time result as an absence. Multiple absences then can be an issue in the school board, or central office will then be giving your parents a phone call. And some of your parents have actually already received phone calls from Mr. Elmore and Ms. Jury, so you got to be careful on that. 8th grade ceremony, they are going to do it, but it's going to be very modified, and they're going to be putting out information about how that's to be done. Yearbooks are already available. So if you want a yearbook, come see me this week or next week between the hours of 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. And you can buy your yearbook for $35. The yearbooks look great. They look amazing. They're definitely, and I'm not lying, they're probably the best yearbooks this school has ever had. They look great. Yearbook Club, you guys will be getting free yearbooks. I was able to squeeze that into the budget, mostly because we're not going to be making a lot on these yearbooks at all. So we're breaking even basically, but that's fine. So if you guys have any questions at all, of course you can message me on Classcraft or email me, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. Of course, if you message me at like midnight, like some of you have, then I probably won't be replying until the next day. Have a good summer.